Deanna Schmitz. I am from Coyote Canyon Elementary School in Rancho, Cucamonga, California. And at our school, my position is called a PCI coordinator, or a Parent Community Involvement Coordinator. So Coyote Canyon Elementary School has only been a member of Use Again, or I should say has used Use Again. This is our first year. So we came out the gate trying to find a different way to support our school, especially with the year 2020 being the year that it is. So we tried to think out of the box of ways to be able to still lift our teachers, our students, and not necessarily put extra pressure on our parents. Okay, so we heard about the Battles of the School challenge through, I guess you can say, we were referred by another school in our district, and they referred us technically right before the COVID shutdown had happened, and then it was a hit and miss. We hadn't gotten in contact, and Miss Christine ended up contacted me again at the beginning of this school year of 2020, 2021. And so that is how we kind of got ready to jump in. She helped us kind of go through the steps of signing up for this first challenge. And then I know now that we just go to the website and it's easy. You just click in, say you want to participate, and you are ready. So what Coyote Canyon Elementary School did to be able to get ready for the Battle of the Schools drive is we did huge blasts on our social media page, which we have a Facebook page and an Instagram page. So we did a lot of that. We shared to different community, city-based Facebook groups that got a lot of feedback. We, of course, kept sending out little voice messages. We call them all calls or connect eds to our teachers and families. So the teachers would get the call, they would pass the information to students, and the principal would call the entire school, and that would send out an email and a voicemail blast to parents to let them know that we were doing this. Our bins are in a really great position, so it has a lot of drive-by traffic as well, so it's very visible from the street, and we are nestled nicely in between a lot of apartments and homes. So I think that just families seeing it is also kind of helping us out, that maybe we don't even know who exactly we're reaching out to, because our bins are in a great spot to be seen. This time around, we do a distribution day as well for our students because of COVID-19, where they come once a month and they're able to get new books, new supplies, turn in any work that they might need to turn in that they haven't been able to turn in through the internet. So that's our big day. So we usually have that be the day that we have a collection day, because we know parents are already driving through. We give what we called our pride cards to any family. For every bag that they get, a student would get a pride card, and it's our own little incentive thing that we have here at the school to get the kids pumped to be able to get other prizes. This time around, like I had mentioned, we are nestled of apartments, and we're this time around reaching out and sending flyers and voice messages to the offices of these apartments in hopes that they might in turn blast to all of their residents about our bins and how they're actually really helping support our school, and we're helping them in the community to be able to give their stuff to people that are also in need. So it's like a win-win-win. Everybody wins. You get rid of your stuff, we get to help the school, and then we get to help people that might also need something as well. So that's kind of how we are promoting it. It's a win for everyone. As in turn of response from the community and our parents and students, by saying that we are doing this schools, what the challenge of the schools fundraiser, our schools challenge was absolutely bigger than what we anticipated. If there was a car that rolled up, they didn't just roll up with one bag. Most cars that rolled up had at least 3 to 4 bags. We know that people were dropping it late at night, because I would come into the school and I would see bags outside because we would fill the bins so quickly. We have 2 bins. The day of our drive, we made sure to ask for 2 additional rolling bins, and we were able to fill the 2 additional rolling bins as well as the 2 bins. We are, like I mentioned, we're an elementary school. We technically have 715 kids enrolled at our elementary school. So we're kind of a bigger elementary school. But again, the challenge is that we're distanced. So we are not in. So we are having to do all of this by word of mouth, by emails, by a phone call, but nothing in person that they can see and get pumped up about. And the only time that they're able to see us on campus would be our distribution days. And at that rate, the kids are in the car and they're just driving by. They're not even really, they don't get to get out of the car and do anything fun. We're completely distanced at this time in our area of California. We are hoping to be able to kind of more or less pump back a lot of the books that we lost because of that and help support a little bit of the technology that the students have found that they've needed. So that's where any money that we've got this year has been that. And my little, I could call it my little pet project that I want is we don't have a mascot outfit here at our school. And I think that if we can just afford or get the mascot costume, we're coyotes, so it's a little like they're little odd looking little guys anyways, because they're not really a dog, but they're not really a wolf. It's like a weird, he's a weird kind of looking guy. So but I think that the joy that having a mascot for the kids when he's out there doing distribution day, popping in on different Zooms unexpectedly, I think the overall joy and excitement it would bring the students would help just overall raise the morale in our schools. So that's my little side, like little hopeful project is to be able to get us a mascot costume, replenishing our library from a great loss from the way that the school year ended last year. So I would say the big picture or that thing that really resonated us the most with this program and this fundraiser was the fact that we get to help others. So as I understand it as well, we as we collect the items, we try to send those items to other areas of the country of the world that can use those things, and things that are not reusable get recycled in a way that still helps our planet, helps our community. The gardens in the school was another point, but I think the biggest thing that we liked or that I liked was that even if we collect our items, that the items aren't going to go to waste. That they were willing to take even items, because that was my biggest fear too, was, oh my gosh, what if somebody rolls up with a couch? Like, does that mean now we have a couch sitting in front of our school forever? Like, is it going to become known as like the couch? And she says, no, they still take the item and they'll make sure that it either gets recycled or at least gets to a place where it can be used. And that to me spoke volumes about the company, that their true and honest goal was to help others as well. And so that's our whole kindness, that's our whole pay it forward, that we want that to be ingrained into our students, that you could always pay it forward, you can always find ways to help others in small gestures and big. So use again as a program partner, I have nothing but positive things to say. My close contact that I consider like my girl, I got her on quick dial on my phone. Her name is Christine. She's been nothing but helpful, informative, trying to give different ideas and feedbacks onto how we can maybe grow this to be even bigger in our community. I call and say, yep, our bins are full. Somebody's there within the 2 days. My principal was, like I said, very afraid of what could happen if it starts to overfill and overspill. And we've had nothing but clear communication. This is our pickup. They're usually here, even though we don't have students on campus right now. They're usually here at a time that we wouldn't have students on campus. So they even make to show up when it wouldn't be a time that we would have kids running around, which is also kind of nice because it keeps the traffic down. Make this experience the easiest it could possibly be. And from our first year using Use Again, we've been nothing but impressed with how easy it is to get a hold of people, how easy it is to make sure our bins are cleaned out and ready to rock. We are really happy that we paired up this year, and honestly, we're kind of kicking ourselves in the head for not pairing up sooner. I think the one thing is the sooner you know about it, the sooner it is that you need to tell your community, because a lot of people, it's just going and cleaning out their closets. We lucked out in our area because we were still shut down. And I really think that this is what kind of did help us out in the long run, is a lot of the Goodwills and stuff around us weren't taking anything. So here, all these families are locked up in their homes. Like at this point, it's like either binge watch Netflix or actually clean out a closet. So we got lucky and we had people like clean out their stuff, and we just kept announcing like, don't turn it to Goodwill. If you can, bring it here. If you're doing a yard sale, please think about bringing your extra clothes to our school bin. So that was the other thing we started doing, where on the different yard sale sites in our area on Facebook, I would wait until the Sunday after they'd had their yard sale, and I would just put a little thing like, if you still have clothes left over, would you think about sending them to Coyote Canyon Elementary School? You would be helping our school and helping someone else in need. So I had a mobile come pick up. So I've actually gone to different people's homes and picked up. They've seen my post on Facebook, and so they'd go, hey, I've got a few items for you. So I would just go and pick up their things. So I wasn't afraid to reach out and pick up items and throw them in the back of my Suburban and then dump them in the bin myself. So we saw at least 10 bags collected that way. We did a big collection drive on our distribution day. So we had the boxes that they had to pick up their items, and then we had it where if you're already coming to get stuff, you might as well drop off stuff. So, and we made it like a whole big family fun day. Like, come and get this, you drop off that, and you can get, and then you could go to family fun night and get a pizza. And so, I mean, some other ideas that we're toying around with is like, okay, bring a bag, get a free kids meal to Carl's Jr. Oh, okay. So what helps is that we have another reason for the students to also make sure that they're coming to the school. So because like we said, we're distance right now. If this was regular school, I think that we would be blowing it out of the water, because it would be something that they would just see every day. And but now, because our parents are only having to come technically to campus one day a month, it's a little bit of a different struggle. If we had kids coming by every day, I think our bins would be full a lot more, only because it would be something they would see every day. So we have it now where it's like, this is the day, bring it in. And they go through the one side of our parking lot. So they have to go through there. They pick up their students' books and things, and the bus circle. So we had an easy up set up, music playing, and they gave the parents a pride card for every bag. And if they had 2 kids, we gave each kid a pride card for each bag, so that they could earn prizes. And then this month we're doing, we usually do a traditional Thanksgiving food drive, and we're doing drop off your stuff. So we're trying to focus now on not just the financial side of it. We're also trying to focus on the fact that we're helping others, that this is a time when your community should be willing to lift up others. So we're still doing our food drive, and we made sure to put, like, you might be a family that needs this basket this year. This is where you need to go to be able to receive them. But we have so many things to be thankful for, that if you could still turn in a Dollar Tree canned good, that you would be helping another family that might not be as fortunate as you. Please turn in your old items that if you don't fit them anymore, or you don't need them, we'll take your unwanted items, because there might be someone that isn't as fortunate as you to have these unwanted items. So we're trying to make sure that we put our focus on the fact that we are helping others, not just ourselves. We had about 5 volunteers out there, kind of making sure just to be visible, so that we know we had parents that drove by to pick up their books, and they went, crap, and they came back with their stuff shortly after. Community members driving by see them and would stop and be like, what are you guys doing today? We're like, oh, we're having a drive. They're like, okay, I'll be right back. So people would drive by and see the bins and come back. We're going to do the food drive and bring your item drive again. And this time we're making sure to reach out to the surrounding apartments to let them know that that's what will be going on at the school that day, if they would please bring any unused items and to pass on to their residents. So we're hoping that might be another like little awesome push to be able to do. Woo! Yeah, tree machine.